Hey there, it's what is today? Saturday, September 30th, and I thought I'd do an update. The bunnies have been a little bit more interactive lately. They've been roaming around in the crate a lot more than they had been. And I've been doing the litter box sessions pretty much every time I think we've been in a bonding session. So I usually do that for maybe a half hour to 15 minutes or so before the end of our session. So we've been doing like 1 minute session, or 1 hour sessions. I think until, oh gosh, I'm like losing all sense of time. I've just been so like overwhelmed with other stuff. I think it was yesterday, maybe. It was yesterday. We did a 2 hour something session. And so, for that one, it was a little different because a while back, I think it was sort of shortly after I started doing the litter box stuff again, they, we're getting into a few little issues. It wasn't too bad, and then one day, Dodger, they were getting along like really, really well. I think they had like 2 days or something of just getting along really, really well in the litter box. And then one day, Dodger just sort of out of the blue went and nipped Jack on his stomach. Hi, Jack. On his stomach or side or something, and Jack just, I mean, he was really good. He didn't respond. He just jumped out of the litter box and went to go lay down, and that was it. But the next time that we tried to do the litter box, Jack just was very, very focused on Dodger. You're okay, Dodgy. Be nice. So, they kind of were getting into some fights, not just in the litter box. Be nice, please. Be nice. Not just in the litter box, but outside of the litter box too. They were having a lot of scuffles, and so I just had to be kind of keep the litter box session short and just be very, very focused on them and trying to break up any little spats or whatever, little nipping, because sometimes the nipping would get, it was like I couldn't get them to focus on like the hay. They were like no longer interested in the hay, and they were just focused on nipping at each other. And so it was just a lot of work for a little while to constantly be trying to break things up and get them to refocus. And then when that kind of wasn't working, then I just kind of shoo them out of the litter box, and then let them kind of rest like this, and then I would reintroduce the litter box to them, and then just try to do the best possible to have them end things on a good note. So I just kind of would keep it short and sweet as possible when I would so it would be like we'd like do like the hour, or sorry, like, so like about half an hour or so, 45 minutes into the session, I put the litter box in, and then they'd start nipping at each other too much, and so I'd shoo them out, and then let them just kind of rest like this for a few minutes, and then put the litter box in for like maybe, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes, however, short it needed to be for them to, don't do that. Don't do that. He doesn't like that. For them to just kind of eat a little bit, just so they have sort of positive memories of being able to eat together and, not pick on each other or whatever. So that's what we've been working on. And then yesterday, like I said, we did the 2 hours. And for the most part, it was pretty minimal, sort of nipping and stuff. The biggest problem is them getting in and out of the litter box. It's kind of like who's ever in the litter box gets very, very territorial to whoever's outside. And so we're just trying to work on, being able to share. I kind of feel like some of it might just be the size of the litter box, that there isn't really much room for both of them to be in there and still be able to like turn around too easily. They kind of are a little bit smushed up against each other, and what is the word I'm looking for? Climbing all over each other, I guess, a little bit sometimes to turn around. So, but that's kind of like where we were in the beginning when I first introduced the litter box. So I feel like that's a lot better than, the just constant nipping and not being able to get them to focus on anything else. So it's a good thing, I think, to be back to that point where it's just they're having a little bit of trouble sharing. And outside of bonding sessions, they are still showing a lot of interest in each other. And, we've been skipping sessions here and there. And on the days that we skip, it seems like they do miss each other. Like the other day, we skipped a session, and I had Dodger out, and I don't remember what was going on, but he kind of went up to the pen, and he did his kind of usual sniffing around, and trying to get Jack to groom him through the bars. And then he stood up, and it was just like all out. I thought he was actually gonna like try to climb the pen, because he reached up so far. Like I think, it was like to like the 24. I don't even know how long he is, but I mean it was high, and like he was on like his tiptoes practically, and he was just looking like he just wanted to get in there with Jack. And I don't know if that was like, I want to get in there and, sort of boss him around, say like, this is my territory, if he's being territorial. But it felt more like, he just wanted to be in there with Jack. He just, this, he's, this is what he lives for. He loves this. And, that's been another issue, is that, Dodgy is just a very needy little bunny, like, with other bunnies. Like, Jack is a needy bunny, but he's a needy bunny with me. And, Dodger, he needs another rabbit. He very, very much needs another rabbit to give him attention, and Jack just doesn't. He needs his space. He's a bunny who needs space, and he'll give, me and another bunny attention when he wants to, but, for the most part, he wants his space. And, just attention, like, on his terms. So that seems like it's been a struggle for him. It's just the amount of neediness Dodger has. And he's just kind of like, you know what? I groomed you for, 5 minutes or whatever, I'm kind of done, leave me alone. And so it's kind of that's been the source of some grumpiness between the two of them. And he's doing a lot better with it. Like, he for the most part doesn't turn around and nip at Dodger or try to attack him. He just walks away, which is really a big step forward for him. And Dodger does follow, and Jack just continually hops away. I do have to monitor it because obviously he has a breaking point with that. So that's kind of a point where I kind of have to see what's going to happen. If I like sort of fast forward to, their, I guess sort of bonded, I think it will be okay as long as we give Jack enough space that he can, get away. Because, in this small little space, there's only so far he can go to get away, and have his own space and be like, no, that's enough for me, thanks, Dodger. Like, you're just gonna have to wait, or, whatever. Find your attention elsewhere. Your neediness is just too much for me right now. So, and Dodger, when he's really, really rested, or he's, near Jack and realizing that Jack's not gonna, like, he just doesn't give up. So, but when he realizes Jack probably isn't going to groom him, he'll let me pet him, and he does really enjoy that at that point. But normally he doesn't very often want me to, like, sort of groom him or pet him or anything. He's just a very independent little bunny from people right now. Jack's different. He doesn't, he doesn't mind me petting him. Like, there's days when he just doesn't want me to pet him or bother him, but usually, like, once or twice a day, he's like, wants some type of attention from me, and he'll come sit by me and stuff too, and sometimes that's the the extent of attention that he wants. But Dodger just, he needs another bunny. He needs another bunny. And so, yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be okay. I think they're doing pretty well. I think that putting the litter box with the hay really helps. They seem like they're closer since I've been doing that. All the stuff that I've been talking about, like them missing each other, that's been since I started doing the hay. And I think it's just kind of like a lot of the guides say and stuff is just, the eating together. I don't know. I guess it's sort of like people, like where you share a meal and it kind of brings you together. So I feel like, that's what's kind of happening for them. And since it's just hay, it's kind of like not quite as a food aggression issue for them, but it's still an issue. Like, I don't know how to put that, but it just seems like it's kind of like on the lower end of the scale for food aggression for them. So it's kind of, I'm hoping it's kind of helping them get over that. I don't know. because the last time I did the vegetable thing, I don't know if it was because I did it in the bathroom neutral area, or if it was like the vegetables, sharing of vegetables themselves, that it seemed like it was an issue. But they didn't have an issue sharing vegetables when we were in the foyer, like way when we first sort of restarted bonding. So I'm just not sure, food wise, where I want to go next, but I think that's probably a little ways off. We still just need to get them to eat the hay together without any nipping at all. And I think they'll get there though. And I'm feeling slightly better than I was the last time, when I was just really down and, things just didn't seem like they were moving very much. And I definitely feel a little bit better than I did since then. And I am still dealing with like just a lot of sort of frustration because coming sort of the middle end of October, it's going to be a year since I've had them, and then January it's going to be, we're going to be in year 2 of rebonding. And so I think it's just, I hear people saying, like at 3 months they were stressed out, and 4 months they were stressed out. Or, some people it's, just a matter of weeks and they're stressed out, and it's like I totally get it. And, here we are coming into the second year of this, and I know people who have gone a lot more than 2 years, and so it's just like, it just sort of these moments where it just really is kind of like wearing on you, and you're doing your best to hang in there because there are, moments like this, and it's like, oh, yep, this could be working. And you don't want to give up, and you don't want to like get stressed out, and it's hard though. So that's why I think that's really why I've been taking a lot of breaks, is it's just wearing me out and stressing me out, and that's not a good thing for them. That's not going to help them. So yeah, I just kind of take it day by day, and yeah, it's just I was really hoping that by this time they'd be done, and I was hoping that by 2 years they'd be done, and it's just hard to put those kinds of things out of your mind sometimes. Like, I do try. I think it's just been in the last couple weeks or months or whatever it was when I posted that that's been creeping back in. And it's just been a struggle. So, but I think I just try to remind myself of all the things that are going really well, and that, them being able to sit in a litter box together at all, even with the nipping, is like huge. So, yep. Just gotta try to keep it all in some perspective. So, anyways, I think that's about all I have for an update. So like in a couple of days, not sure exactly what day that's gonna be. I mean, I know the date, but I don't know what day it is. So on the 10th, I'm going to need to take them over to my brother's house because we're having some stuff done here in the house that, well, I can't be here for it, just because I have a lot of sensitivities to things, and I don't know that it would be safe for them, so I'm going to be taking them with me to my brother's, and so they'll be going in the crate, and my plan for now is because this crate is so small, I don't want, I would, it's probably better for them if I don't divide it up, because unfortunately for, most of the day they're going to be in there, because my brother has a very, prey-driven dog, and so it would just be, we're going to put them in, a closed room, but, just on the off chance, it's trying to be as safe as possible. It would be better if they can just share the crate. So I'll probably mostly be sitting in there with them. But it's kind of gonna be like the eclipse day where they're just gonna spend the majority of the day in the crate together. So we'll see how that goes. I'm kind of hoping it will, work. And then I was gonna get another, I should have done that because I made an Amazon order. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. But, yeah, I was gonna buy another carrier, but, I think they'll probably just end up going in the same carrier. Yeah, just put his butt in your face. Yeah, see? That might have been more me than anything. But yeah, so they'll be probably in the same carrier and in the crate together. And so hopefully, I don't know, hopefully being in a different environment will maybe kind of push us forward a little too in this. But we'll see. And if I don't update before then, I'll definitely update sometime around there to say how it went and everything. So, yeah. See you later.